Alright, what we're going to do is make a tent peg. So we'll mark him off about 35 centimetres. We'll cut that. Just get rid of any birds. This rod here is about, what do we got, a 10mm rod. So this is a nice hefty tent peg. I'll put that in about there. We want the kink at the end to be about 40mm. So I'll slip that in there. And a 40. Another bit of steel here. I'll slip that over. And then we'll just bring that around. Voila, one tent peg. On the bottom, I wouldn't chamfer it too much, I'd just put a light. Rough enough. Ready to go. If you put a big point on that, you're likely to drive it into a root, whatever, and never be able to get the thing out. This will blunt, won't go through the root. So that's one. If you want to knock up a smaller one, I've got a bit of pipe here. This is about 8mm. This is any pull. About 40mm. Gotta straighten that out a bit. I'll just kink him around. There we go. If you wanted to, there we go. Again, just chamfer the bottom off, make it all nice and neat. Don't want anything cut your hands. Very good. Right, we've made two basic tent pegs. Naturally, if you get a little tent, you can have a smaller peg as well. Let's make one out of a bit of 20mm angle iron, and I'll show you how to do that. First, we'll drill a hole. Right, done. Right, yeah, that's done. Right, I've drilled it on a bit of an angle upwards, so we end up with an angle like that. Right, and I'm going to cut the end off this nail, and that will be my my prong out. Everything you use doesn't have to be new. Definitely not good practice to use the edge of your blade. It'll weaken it. Yeah, so that'll fit up through there. Like that. Now I'll just weld that, then we'll cut him off. Right, that's a bit long for a tent peg. So let's knock him off. I think, yeah, gee, about there. And I think we'll just trim him straight back like that. And the other side, similar. We'll come up a bit more of an angle there somewhere. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Right, we'll go with that. Right, we'll just pretty it up a little bit. Now the reason we've ground that off is there's going to be kids in your campsite. And this bit's sticking up and they'll hit their foot on it, so make sure you soften it all up. You don't want sharp edges. Right, I've got a flap disc sander on here now. We'll just give this a quick touch up. Also clean up where you're going to weld. Right, I've cut that on a bit of an angle just to make it look a bit easier. Won't have to grind as much off afterwards. So we'll just slide him up in there. I'll put that on there. Look at that, bloody beautiful. I'll just give it a quick weld. I've ground everything up nice and shiny. Put that down. See how this looks. Bloody beautiful. Rough enough. Right, now we'll just cut him off about there somewhere. Right, one 20mm tent peg, driven in the ground like that. Your rope will go around here. You don't want any burrs anywhere near where your rope's going, but job done. That's the bigger one here, and if you want a little wiry thing, all good, done. What about this one? You've forgotten your tent peg. Hunt around, you're looking for a reasonably straight branch. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I'd use dry wood, and I'd be tempted to drive a screwdriver in, whatever, another tent peg, just make a bit of a pilot hole into the ground. So for you belt him in.